In just 20 days, Kamika Shelby will mark 5 years since her son Nigel died by suicide. He was bullied at a Huntsville city school for being gay. As we previously reported, she settled a more than $800,000 civil lawsuit with the Board of Education. It included several district-wide changes, like an update to an anti-discrimination policy. But now she questions whether Nigel's legacy is at risk.
If these bills actually go into play, what was I fighting for? Who are these bills actually protecting?
In Montgomery, a series of bills are advancing that opponents warn are intended to slowly chip away at LGBTQ rights. One determines gender as dictated by your birth certificate. Another bans non-approved flags, including pride flags, from flying on public property. And then there's House Bill 130, dubbed as Don't Say Gay by opponents. The bill intends to broaden a 2022 law to include all public K-12 grade levels and flat out bans instruction and discussion about gender identity and sexual orientation.
This bill just strengthens the law that's already in place and goes a little bit further, making sure that we keep a political agenda or a social agenda out of our schools and let children be children again.
HB 130 would also prohibit teachers from displaying flags related to sexual orientation. Groups like the ACLU of Alabama fiercely hitting back against the legislation, saying it would rid Alabama classrooms and students of inclusive discussions. Republican Mac Butler, who represents the town of Rainbow City, authored the legislation. He argues these conversations belong at home.
We just want the school to focus on reading, writing, and arithmetic. That's all it's seeking, to purify the schools just a little bit.
The lawmaker later walking back that, quote, purifying of schools, end quote, line, saying he misspoke. Kamika argues his bill amounts to alienating and erasing students like her son. Lawmakers will return to the Statehouse in Montgomery next week, but the state is far from alone. The ACLU is tracking nearly 500 laws in 40 states it has labeled as anti-LGBTQ. In studio with coverage you can count on, Dan Schaefer, WAY 31 News.